I have some ornate pillows. You close a rift and suddenly they give you tons of throw pillows. It makes sense, actually. Actually, I got a pretty nice cabin here.
Oh. I didn't know you were awake. I swear.
Sorry. Why are you afraid?
Why are you frightened? What happened?
That's wrong, isn't it? I said the wrong thing.
I don't think so.
I beg your forgiveness and your blessing. I am but a humble servant. You're back in Haven, my lord. They say you saved us. The breach stopped growing, just like the mark on your hand. It's all anyone has talked about for the last 3 days.
Wow. 3 days, huh?
And the danger is over.
The breach is still in the sky, but that's
Crap.
what they say.
Okay, so we
I'm certain Lady Cassandra would want to know you've wakened.
didn't quite
She
do
said,
it.
At once.
And where is she?
In the Chantry, with the Lord Chancellor. At once, she said.
What am I wearing? So, we closed the rift, but we didn't seal the breach. There we go. I actually don't have the digital deluxe, so it only has the pre-order daggers for the moment. When they add the digital deluxe upgrade, I will end up getting it, but for the time being, I am running just the standard game. Sure, let's put that on. I have hide helms at the moment until we get some. There's some really cool helms in the game, so when we get there, we will use them. But Dagger of the Dragon, it's really good, actually. I kind of wish I had another one. You can end up crafting those weapons. Also, just gonna throw it out there. This little area right here, you can already tell the performance has a hard time. So, you know what? Let's just look around. I could have sworn they're all like waiting for me to come out, like some kind of parade. They're like, "Oh man, this guy with the green hand that we totally thought did the breach actually isn't the one that did it, and in fact he closed the rift that demons were coming out of. So we're kind of safe for the time being." They're just like, I can't wait for him. Ooh. Can't wait for him to come out, and they're just like waiting there patiently. I walk out, I instantly beeline it for the right side of the area here, and just start rummaging through their houses. Where's the Herald of Andraste? You guys waiting for somebody? I don't know. It can't be me, right? Yeah, it's just funny. It's just like, hold on, I need to loot things. Ooh, schematic for weapon upgrades. It's funny. It's like behind this house, literally 60 frames per second. I look this direction, it's like 20. Ooh, that's fine. It won't stay like this forever. It's just because they have all of the actors in one spot. It's really hard on performance. We'll talk to you later. Ooh, read this. Andraste's Mabari. You know Andraste's old Mabari. He didn't show up in the chant. And if you ask those holy sisters, well, they'll say Andraste can't. I've had some big old smelly war dog. But all Ferelden knows it right. Our sweet lady needed someone who would warm her feet at night. And there's Andraste's Mabari. By the holy prophet's side. In the fight against Teventer, that dog would never hide. They said the Maker sent him special, always loyal without pride, so he could be the sworn companion of the Maker's holy bride. Oh, that dog, he guards Andraste without arrogance or fear, only asking of his mistress just a scratch behind the ears. But then old Mafrath gets to plotting, tries to lure that dog away, but even as they trap the prophet, her Mabari never strays. And there's Andraste's Mabari by the Holy Prophet's side. Holy Prophet's side, rather. In the fight against Tevinter, that dog would never hide. They said the Maker sent him special, always loyal, without pride, so he could be the sworn companion of the Maker's holy bride. It goes on. A popular, if historically unlikely, Ferelden tavern song. I like that. Ooh. So much loot. I didn't know such thing. Patient observations, obviously. They were looking after me-ish. Ooh, hellfruit. There's so much hellfruit in this game, and you can pass over some of it, but you'll need it. It's kind of funny, but you'll need a lot of it. There are ways to gather it better and quicker, so you don't have to stop for every single one, but we'll get there eventually. Okay. There's a lot of stuff to click on here. And we'll have a lot of people to talk to, so I'm not too concerned with it. Looking around the village. We will get there, like I said. I just want to... There was another elf fruit. I just want to loot everything first, and then we'll go inside the chantry. So this is Haven. This is that town where you go into and everybody's all crazy in Origins when you're looking for the Urn of Sacred Ashes, Haven. This is the Fade, the study of the Fade. But that's where we're at. That's what town we're in. So to give you some geographical, that's the word I'm looking for, reference as to where we are in the world of Ferelden. Apprentice mail schematic. Can I open this door? Oh my gosh. Ooh, what was that? Ooh. Oh gosh. All of you who've been with me for a while know that I have the biggest grin on my face. I'm like, loot. Loot is everywhere. Ooh. That sound is always a good sound. That's such a good touch. I like that it sways. That's cool. Yeah, give me that. Founding of the Chantry. So basically, this is like the rundown of the story for those who just haven't really played through the other games. Lots of lore, that's for sure. Did I level up, by the way? I did. I have points to spend. I'm a rogue, so I can open these. Haven't been able to do this on my mage playthrough, so I'm kind of curious what's in here. Hello? Ooh. It even just says loot. Like it knows me. Hey, dummy, here's some loot for you. Oh, thank you. The Black City. Black City is like the Tevinter thing, right? So it used to be like the City of Light, and then the mages pretty much got cast out of it. Andraste, Bride of the Maker, all that fun stuff. Yeah, so the Black City is now the Black City because the mages were cast out of it. The Tevinter Imperium. Lots of lore there. There's got to be loot in here, right? What's with these cells? What would they be used for? And, you look at... Oh, there's so much, stuff. You look at Origins, and, Haven was such a small little town. But then they, expand it, and it looks like it does now, and it's quite big, and there's, this huge area around it. It's funny to see, how they interpret what the world looks like. And I have a feeling that this is now the quote-unquote canonical interpretations of what these places look like, except for, Kirkwall, for instance. I think Kirkwall is always going to look like it did in Dragon Age. It's maybe improved upon, but for the most part, it's going to look a lot like it did in Dragon Age 2. Whereas Haven looks like nothing like it did in Origins. So I actually like that, because we're finally getting a world that we can remember for quite some time, and that can continue on throughout the franchise. Because this isn't a trilogy. This isn't Dragon Age 3, and this is going to end it, and we're never going to have Shepard ever again, you know? This is Dragon Age Inquisition, another chapter within the Dragon Age franchise, which is going to continue regardless. Oh, hi there.
If you find anything, please bring it in.
Yeah, I'll talk to her when we're done. And that's the only thing. Anytime you hear that noise, like, listen, that means loot's nearby. That means no loot. There you go.
Chain him. I want him prepared for travel to the capital for trial.
Hey.
Disregard that and leave us.
Yes. Cool.
You
Templars.
walk a dangerous line, Seeker.
The breach is stable, but it is still a threat. I will not ignore it.
As a Seeker, she actually, well, ex-Seeker, kind of, she has the authority to have him stand down. The more you know.
So I'm still a suspect, even after what we just did.
You absolutely are.
No, he is not.
Someone was behind the explosion at the Conclave. Someone most holy did not expect. Perhaps they died with the others, or have allies who yet live.
I am a suspect,
You, and many others.
but not the prisoner.
I heard the voices in the temple. The Divine called to him for help.
So his survival, that thing on his hand, all a coincidence.
Providence. The Maker sent him to us in our darkest hour.
Wow, the lighting on their faces is so good. Like, look, you can see like the pores on my guy's cheeks. It's crazy.
You realize I'm an elf. A Dalish elf.
I have not forgotten. No matter what you are or what you believe, you are exactly what we needed when we needed it.
The breach remains, and your mark is still our only hope of closing it.
This is not for you to decide.
Damn right it is.
You know what this is, Chancellor. A writ from the Divine, granting us the authority to act. As of this moment, I declare the Inquisition reborn. We will close the breach, we will find those responsible, and we will restore order with or without your approval.
That's the Cassandra I love.
This is the Divine's directive. Rebuild the Inquisition of old. Find those who will stand against the chaos. We aren't ready. We have no leader, no numbers. And now, no Chantry support.
But we have no choice. We must act now, with you at our side.
Oh, this is just so good. Okay, investigate. The Inquisition of old?
What is the Inquisition of old, exactly?
It preceded the Chantry. People who banded together to restore order in a world gone mad.
After, they laid down their banner and formed the Templar Order, but the Templars have lost their way. We need those who can do what must be done, united under a single banner once more.
Yeah.
You're trying to start a holy war.
We are already at war. You are already involved. Its mark is upon you. As to whether the war is holy, that depends on what we discover.
Okay.
What if I refuse?
You can go if you wish.
You should know that while some believe you chosen, many still think you guilty. The Inquisition can only protect you if you are with us.
We can also help you.
It will not be easy if you stay. But you cannot pretend this has not changed you.
Okay, so let's go over. I said I was going to roleplay the hell out of this character. I'm not joking. Let's go over my character's motivations at this point, right? So he was a spy sent to this giant thing that was going to happen with the Divine and a few other groups coming together, and she was going to try to not necessarily stop all the chaos going on, but she was going to try to come to a peace with everybody and come up with a solution to stop the chaos that was going on between the mages and the Templars, right? Because they're off killing themselves after Kirkwall, and it's been a mess. Meanwhile, the Warden had already gone missing. The Champion of Kirkwall was being hunted down, and he's gone MIA. And then, the King of Ferelden, Alistair, has gone on a crazy quest that we saw in the comic book series, and he's not necessarily holding everything together, but he is present, and we'll figure out kind of like the state of Ferelden as we go. But basically the world's in chaos, so we went there to spy on it, see what's going on, to spy for our Dalish people. Nothing too crazy. It's not like we're some weird agent, we're just trying to figure out what's going on. This crazy thing happens. Suddenly I have a green thing on my hand. I can close these demon rifts, and now these people are calling me like the herald of the divine, and like they believe that the maker sent me to help them. And my dude's a Dalish elf. He lived with the Dalish. He doesn't necessarily believe in the maker, because that's what the Dalish do. They have like their own old gods. And suddenly these guys are like, let's start the Inquisition, this holy war, and we need you, or we want you to do this with us. And my character's confused as hell. Okay, so now, with that set, we know what kind of decisions we can make. We know what kind of things we could say. Yeah, this.
When I woke up, I suddenly didn't picture this outcome.
Perfect.
Neither did we.
Help us fix this before it's too late.
Yeah, he's definitely confused. Not quite sure where he sits in all this and what the outcome of it all will be. But he knows he's the only one that can close Fade Rifts. And you know what? If these people want help from him, he'll do it, because helping them also helps his people, the Dalish. Boom. There's our motivation right there. We have 90% of our decisions made for us in just that thought process for like the next, few hours. Perfect. Love it. It's Redcliffe, actually. Redcliffe Castle in the background there. Oh, my jacket looks awesome. That was cool. I like the little lockpicks on my belt too. This game is so good.